Hello, thank you for joining us on Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here out in Phoenix, Arizona. Hopefully, today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to everybody out there. How about a little 3-game set here on the NFL on Christmas? To go with the 5 NBA games, only 8 games going on, but exciting stuff. 8 days to keep us all occupied here on Christmas as everybody spends time with their loved ones. But anyway, hopefully you guys are going to have a fantastic holiday. We're going to get started here with the NFL games. So make sure you check out our NBA show as well here on YouTube at Sports Bets for Free as well. All of our episodes here on YouTube brought to you by Outlier, the world's #1 sports betting app. You can get a 7-day free trial in the comment section or on the YouTube channel page. And the private Discord channel, join a couple 100+ members who love doing the same thing you do. It's called Sports Wagering. You get that link in the comment section as well as the YouTube channel page. All right, let's get started. 1 o'clock Eastern time. We got the first all 3 games on streaming, by the way, for Christmas Day. The first 2 on Netflix. They've only been advertising that for a month. And then we've got the last game of the night, which at the start of the season was probably maybe the most exciting game on the board, and now it's going to be one of the worst. Anyway, but let's get started. 1 o'clock Eastern time frame. Cowboys, Commanders, both teams out of the playoffs. Cowboys are a whopping 2-5 on the road, 6-8-1 overall. 4-11 Commanders, 2-5 at home. Josh Johnson going to get the start, so no Mariota, no Jaden Daniels is kind of the bigger news here. This game played out in Landover, Maryland, and this line opened. Cowboys laying 3. Now 9.5, total at 50.5. It did come down a point. On the injury report, we'll get to it. Let's see. Peyton Turner, Josh Butler, Carson, Quinton Williams, and Tyler Booker, all questionable for the Cowboys. For the Commanders, Laramie Tunsil's out. Daron Payne, 2 big pieces there. Nick Bellower out. Mariota out with the hand. Eddie Goldman and, Jaden Daniels out. The stuff just keeps continuing, right? It's crazy, crazy stuff. Anyway, this game here, Cowboys are the better team, I think, with the way the injury situation is. But 9.5 points on the road? Really? 50.5 total? There's a lot we like in this game. Let's get to it. Our Commanders plus 2.5 first quarter. It's just too many points. 5.5 first half, 9.5 for the game. We're going to go over in this game. 9.5 first quarter, 25.5 first half, 50.5 for the game. Chris Rodriguez for the Commanders, anytime touchdown. John Johnson, 189+ passing yards. Deebo Samuel, 18+ yards, longest reception. Do we not think they're going to be able to throw the ball against one of the worst defenses in the NFL? Ben Sinnott, under 10.5 yards, longest reception. McLaurin, 50+ receiving yards. McLaurin, 21+ yards, longest receptions. Turpin under 2.5 receptions. Ben Sinnott under 1.5 receptions. Terry McLaurin, anytime touchdown. CD Lamb, 6+ catches. Josh Johnson, 29+ pass attempts. CD Lamb, 80+ receiving yards. And to finish it off, McLaurin, 4+ receptions. I mean, Josh Johnson's been around the league for a long time. He can throw the ball. Is he the best quarterback in the league? Not even remotely close. But 9.5 points for a team that's 2-5 on the road, and the Commanders are 2-5 at home. Really we expect the Commanders to lay down here in a rivalry game? No chance. I expect to see some score. Wouldn't be shocked if this thing ends up being like 28-27 or maybe 31-27. I expect some scoring. Well, hopefully Pickens has a big day. He's leading the Cowboys with 1,300 receiving yards, 9+ touchdowns coming in this. I'm sure he wants to get to 10 touchdowns. That's kind of a big number for a receiver. I guess we'll see if they let him get there or not on that one. But I just think that 9.5 is almost ridiculous. Like, I understand where the Commanders are. The question is where would it have been with Mariota? Because if you think it was going to be like 6.5 with Mariota, the value is definitely there for the Cowboys, for the Commanders. Sorry about that. 4:30 Eastern time frame. Netflix again. Lions traveling to Minneapolis. U.S. Bank Stadium. Lions 7.5 point favorite here. 42.5 total. A Lions game where the total's under 43. Very interesting on that one there. This line did open at 3.5. Obviously, J.J. McCarthy's out again. Guy can't stay healthy any point. I think the Vikings are going to give him another chance next year, but I would not be shocked if they don't have a stellar backup. The line also was 48.5 to open, now down to 42.5. We'll go through the injuries quick. For the Lions, Muhammad questionable, McNeil, Decker, and Mahogany all questionable. Giovanni Manu is out. Ryan Kelly out for the Vikings. Brian O'Neill questionable. Hawkinson out. Jordan Mason out. And, of course, J.J. McCarthy out. Rivalry game, 7.5. This is another game. It's like, okay, we got a rivalry game. So I know the Vikings are not. They're 7-8, 2-4 on the road. Or at home, sorry. They've only played 6 home games, by the way. Lions 3-4 on the road, only 8-7 overall. Lions might win, but 7.5 on a short week on the road. Yeah, I'm not buying it either, folks. Vikings plus 0.5 first quarter, plus 4 the first half, 7.5 for the game. We're also going to sprinkle a little bit on Vikings money line just in case something weird happens like we expected to here. Vikings Lions over 7.5 first quarter, 21.5 first half, and then 42.5 for the game. Jameis, let's start off with the player props here. Sorry. Justin Jefferson, 23 plus yards, longest reception. Jamison Williams, anytime touchdown. Khalif Raymond, 9 plus yards, longest reception. Jordan Addison, 40 plus receiving yards. Jared Goff, 37 yards, longest completion. Jamison Williams, 13 plus receiving yards first quarter. Jamison Williams, 64 plus receiving yards. Justin Jefferson finally broke through last week, 63 plus receiving yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, anytime touchdown. Gibbs under 6.5 receiving yards first quarter. Goff, 2 plus passing touchdowns. Cashman, who's a tackling machine for the Vikes, over 9.5 tackles and assists. Like I said, just the lines are a little bit off there. The same thing's going to be in the late game, but I understand the late game one more than I do those first two because nobody knows who the quarterback for the Chiefs is. How bad is it? You got Gardner Minshew as a backup, and he gets hurt like 3 plays in after the Mahomes injury. So now they're on their third string. Oldkin. It's kind of all over the place. Rashee Rice hits the IR this week, all that kind of stuff coming up. We'll talk about this Chiefs game in a second. But this Lions-Vikings game, I expect it would be within 7. At the worst, I think the Vikings lose by 7 here. At home, like I said, I thought the number's a little funky. The Lions' defense has really struggled. 42.5. The Vikes should be able to score better than they did with Carson Wentz. That's for damn sure. And JJ, even though he didn't put up a lot of big yards, they tended to get touchdowns. Just an interesting line there. And then we'll finish up the night, 8:15 Prime Video, the third game of the day. Like I said, this game was probably going to be one of my favorites for the season until all the injuries here. And it happens, right? It hadn't happened to the Chiefs in 10 years, but it does happen. Chiefs at home getting 13.5 points at Arrowhead. 36.5 total. Broncos coming into town. Broncos can't seem to cover, but they win games. They're 12-3, 5-2 on the road. The Chiefs only 1 road win, but they're 5-3 at home, 6-9. The 13.5 is probably too much here, but I'm not going to mess with it just because I don't know if this quarterback's going to be able to score 6 points or 16 points. And I think if they get to 16, I think they'll cover the number. But the question is, do they get to 16? 13.5. It's a big number. It opened at 5.5. Obviously, we got some injuries going on. 36.5. It was 39. I still think this game's played under. That's the way we like it the best in this one. For the injury report, Broncos, Wattenberg's out. Reed is out. Greenlaw's out. Nate Atkins out. And Pat Bryant out. The Pat Bryant injury looked really bad last week. Jalen Moore, questionable. Nico Remingo, questionable. Karlaftis, questionable. Bringham's Tool is out, and Nadi is out. And, of course, like I said, Rashee Rice out, Gardner Minshew out, Patrick Mahomes out. What a. Chiefs have lost 4 in a row. And Jacksonville went into Denver last week and smacked them around, beat them 34-20. Before that, they had won, 11 straight. So do they bounce back? I think they got enough to win here. I'll be really honest with you. I think playing the 13.5 is probably the smartest thing because this is going to be a low-scoring battle. Weather's supposed to be nice. It's a shame, like I said, that this isn't going to be for the division is what kind of we anticipated earlier in the year. But, it is what it is. That's football is injury ridden for sure. So let's give you all the things we love here. Broncos Chiefs under 36.5, under 7.5 first quarter, 18.5 first half, 36.5 for the game. Harvey, 16 plus receiving yards. Moss for the Broncos, 5 plus tackles and assists. Juju Smith-Schuster under 16.5 receiving yards. Franklin, 5 plus receiving yards in the first quarter. Harvey, the running back for the Broncos, 3 plus receptions. Xavier Worthy, 31 plus receiving yards. He should be their number one target. Bo Nix, under 1.5 passing touchdowns. Xavier Worthy, 3 plus catches. Harrison Butker, 2 plus field goals for the Chiefs. He was pretty popular last week as they couldn't seem to score a touchdown. Benito, with all those injuries on the offensive line, he should feast and get him over a half a sack in that one. Really like that play. Juju Smith-Schuster under 1.5 receptions. And then RJ Harvey, anytime touchdown for the Broncos. Out of the three, that's probably our least favorite, to be really honest. If you're, playing here, there's a lot of NBA action as well. But out of the three games, just a lot of unexpected variables I think we could see in that one. All right, so that's going to be a rundown of the NFL Christmas Day. Happy holidays to all of you out there as well. Hopefully you guys are having a great holiday. All of our shows here on YouTube brought to you by the world's #1 sports betting app, Outlier. 7-day free trial in the comment section or on our YouTube channel page. Or join our Discord. We do all the research for you. We'll give you all of our plays. You'll get all of our unit sizes so you know where to put all the bigger money on our bigger bets. Also, you're going to get multiple cappers dropping stuff in. Join a couple 100+ members who love talking sports and sports wagering on there as well. You can do so by hitting the link in the comment section or on the YouTube channel page and check us out. We do appreciate everybody that is on the Discord, has been there for a long time. We've had people on there for years. We'd love to see you on there as well. Appreciate everybody that's going on there. And a happy holidays to all of you out there. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share this episode with somebody else out there that loves sports betting as much as you do. We will see you guys on our next episode.